Hey, this is Mitch from Castro Valley Fitness. How you all doing today? Good to see you again. What I want to talk today is about shoulder and back pain, which is very common among people. And I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about what is actually causing shoulder and back pain in most people. This is, it's not going to cover every single person out there, but the majority of what I see, it actually will. So first I want to talk about a study. This is actually a series of studies. There's a few different ones on this, on shoulder and back pain. What they did was in this study was they found people that had no shoulder and back pain, okay, no pain at all, and they did MRIs and x-rays and things like that on them, just to kind of see how things looked inside. What they found was that the vast majority of people, if I remember correctly, it's like 85 or 90% of people that had no pain still had bulging discs and rotator cuff tears. Okay? So in other words, they had injuries in their backs, injuries in their shoulders, and yet they had no pain. Okay? They had the same things going on that people with pain have. And so the only real conclusion you can get from this study is that it's not really those irregularities that are causing the pain in the shoulders and in the back. Okay? I talk a lot about this, about how it's our everyday movement patterns and posture that actually cause pain, okay? It's not bulging disc, it's not torn rotator cuffs most of the time. That's not to say it all the time. But what I want to talk today is about what really causes pain and some things to think about when you have that pain, and maybe some basic ways to correct it, okay? This is getting very surface. This is not getting super deep. Obviously, I can't diagnose every single person out there through a video, but this is going to cover a lot of people. So let's just talk about it real quick. When most people, let's talk about shoulder pain to start, okay? When most people have shoulder pain, the vast majority of, again, is going to be posture related, okay? So I want you to see my shoulders. See how they're kind of back. What I see a lot with shoulders is this kind of positioning. So the shoulder is kind of forward. There's a little bit of rounding in the back here. My head position is forward. But mostly that shoulder is forward, or if you can kind of see it like this shoulder is in actually decent position. This shoulder is not. So you can see the elevation difference here. You can see how this shoulder is much higher than this shoulder. So what's happening, I'm not going to get into the whole anatomical thing here. I don't want to get through this quickly. But that is going to eventually cause pain. It's going to cause rubbing up against your clavicle with your rotator cuff, which is where some of those injuries can occur and that pain can occur. So if you are feeling shoulder pain, I'm going to challenge you to look at your postural position. Look at the position of that shoulder, okay? Are you hunched? Are you, even if you're forward, is the point of that shoulder pointing forward as opposed to pointing straight up and being back? Is there any elevation there? More elevation than the other shoulder? Is it forward? So see, when you get elevation in the shoulder is naturally going to kind of come forward a little bit. So I'm going to challenge you to look at that position, okay? Don't automatically go to arthritis. Don't automatically go to, rotator cuff tears and things like that and all these issues. Posture first. Let's deal with that first. And here's the thing. Even if that's not the ultimate cause, the entire cause of your postural of your pain, it's going to help. Okay, it's going to help get you out of pain. Even if it doesn't completely do it, it will make you better, and it'll also get you into a position where you can take advantage of whatever issues a doctor or a surgeon or whoever is going to be able to help you with. You know, if you have tears in your rotator cuff that do actually need surgery, and you come out of that surgery and you go right back to your posture here, you're going to need surgery again very soon. So think about that position. So if you start to feel that pain here, pull that shoulder down and back. Try to feel that shoulder blade area work a little bit for you, okay? So think of that position. If you feel pain in your back, okay, let's talk about your back now. If you feel pain in your back, the majority of the time is going to be because your back is moving instead of your hips, okay? Your back is moving instead of your hips. So when you go to bend something over, or when you go to pick up something off the ground and you're bending over to get it, are you pushing your hips back, keeping your back relatively straight, grabbing whatever it is and standing up, or are you just bending over like this, okay? Because if you're bending over like this, and you're doing that several times throughout the day, however many times, and that is your usual posture, you will have back pain. Now, when you go to the doctor and I'm having this back pain every time I move, doctor's just going to give you an x-ray. He's going to say, oh, you have this bulging disc, that's why you have the pain. No, that's not why you have the pain. You have the pain because the hips aren't moving and your back is rounding over, okay? You got to get your hips moving and take the back movement out of it as much as you can. So I'm going to challenge you here. When you have that pain in your back, when you get that stab in your back, I want you to think, what am I doing? Okay, don't automatically think pain, 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 panic. Take a step back from it. It's hard to do that, I know. But take a step back from it. Think about what you are doing. What is your position? How are you moving at that moment? And correct it. And what's going to happen many, many times is the pain's going to go away. Now, when that pain comes back, you got to get back into it. This is habit. This is you are trying to retrain what is probably decades of poor postural habits and movement patterns. So you have to take a step back and do this all the time. I talked a little bit about this in my video the other week about how you're standing when you're brushing your teeth. It sounds really minuscule, but man, it means so much because you're doing this so often, okay? So again, if you have shoulder pain, think about pull that shoulder down, get back, tall position, okay? I will bet your shoulders are going to start to feel better after a while, really immediately if you do that, okay? And with your back, if you feel a stabbing pain at some point, what did you just do? What is going on with movement through here instead of movement through there, okay? And I'm betting that that is going to help make things feel a lot better and give you a starting point to kind of improve long term, okay? There's a lot of different ways to do this. This is, there's a quick 6.5, 7-minute video, and obviously this is longer term than that. But start to think about these things. Don't think about the pain, think about why you're having pain, what is going on with your movement, what is going on with your posture. And once you start to decipher these things, I'm giving you some really good clues here. Once you start to decipher that, you can start to make some different decisions with your movement, and things will get better over time. Let me know if you have any questions. I know this is a real deep topic, but let's at least start with that, okay? Send me any questions you have, any comments. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day. Bye.